into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll have Matt Ryan calling the shots, the former MVP and third overall pick.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down, but able to... flip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
74 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. Yards. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson. Watson off play action. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one-up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him. And
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Off of play action, it's Watson. Here's a diving catch right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Ryan. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Draw play, Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 13-yard. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Faking the give. Now Watson. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Watson on first down. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. Runs, evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Here's Watson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. After the interception, here's Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan, and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. To try again after the sack. Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Ryan. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Ryan. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go. 3rd quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch. That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's another big play for him right there, and that's not the first time we've said that throughout this game. This last catch puts him over 200 yards receiving for the ball game and leaving the defense with just one word in their mind: helpless.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
They all understand that even after that loss on first down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on second and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on fourth down if you can't advance.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Chubb again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in for 2 yards out. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And he's brought down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. To throw is Ryan. And that'll be incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll air this one out for Kirk, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Open man is Kirk, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. running out of the gun with ETN.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful.
The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Following the fumble recovery, Watson.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Oh, he bowls over it.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
The Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson rolling to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
K'Lavon Chaisson
Tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now Ryan on 1st down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. He completes it to Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram from 6 yards away. And the on 1st and 10, Watson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw, Watson.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Watson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Man open is Robinson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They go with Chubb on second down. The strong running. 97 yards rushing for it now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Watson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Again, it's Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns set to take over. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Second down, here's Chubb again. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game